Hello lovely people, good morning. I would like today to talk to you about the activities that you will be carrying out during the flip class today, Friday. So I prepped several slides for you to complete. It's actually going to help you to prep for the midterm presentation. Helps you through deciding in a kind of informed way on what niche to work with in this project throughout the semester. The first slide, you would have to write the name of the number of your group first, and then list down the members of the group by writing the name, the ID, and the email. I just wanted to make sure that everyone in the group knows the name, the ID, and the email. You could also copy cells from the Excel sheet that you have provided me through Moodle, and just copy that and paste it here. That would be just sufficient, guys. Resize it, just make it look a bit nicer than just a mere copy and paste. Alright, next will be the industry. Mention here the industry. You need to delete this, the whatever I write in between angular brackets. It's just for you as a hint. So type in the industry, your niche, the one that you decided on, and the list of product category, or here's product categories, not products, categories. So it's a list of product category. Let me just fix that as we speak. So here's the list of product categories. You minimum 3 product categories. Of course, you can also extend it to 4, up to 4. All right. Then please mention your geographical market, the geographical market or geography, the market that you would like to sell at. It could be worldwide. It could be Southeast Asia only. It could be United States only. And the base of a company should be where your headquarters. Where are you planning, hypothetically planning to register the company? Hypothetically, just imagination. So let's say it would be Japan, for example, because it's your place of residence, or Indonesia because you come from Indonesia. And confirm if you actually checked on Aliexpress if it's available. If it's available, this niche and this industry, these product categories available on Aliexpress, then delete the no and answer with yes. Now, future potential of the niche, the growth potential. Would like you here to summarize the analysis, the outcome of your analysis of the results. You could have a better understanding of what you need to write as a summary of why you think that this is a good niche for potential growth, for future potential growth, by extracting 3 different Google Trends graphs based on different parameters. So please make sure that for each graph that I can see the parameters, or just mention the parameters that you have used to create these trend lines, like the keywords that you used, the geography, the category, and the time horizon. I can see it already on the axis, so it's not a big deal. I also asked if you could comment on each graph. I did not specify a word count here. I'm going to leave it for your own liking. The more that you write, the better, because then you can elaborate clearly where this is going and why this kind of chart is very important to present to the students in class in the midterm presentation or for this assignment, and so on. Excuse me. Now comes the competition analysis. With competition analysis, I would like you to list 2 competitors from the drop shipping landscape. You need to search for them on Google. There are 2 kinds of competition. You can think of it this way: that you have access to their data. First is the marketplace competitors like Amazon, like eBay. So these are marketplace competitors. These are platforms that invites merchants like yourself to also sell products, and they have also their own warehouse. Well, eBay doesn't have its own warehouse, unlike Amazon. So in any case, these are, we call them e-marketplace or electronic marketplaces. These are your competitors. And also there are dropshipping competitors, hopefully. Please try to look for dropshipping competitors, do other dropshipping competitors. You might not know that they are dropshipping. Just look up any website, standalone website that sells similar product categories and products to the ones that you anticipate selling, and just list them here. Please list the name. Let me just add again here the name of the business, of course, and the URL. I would like to check it myself. So please do so and submit this slide. Excuse me. And don't forget to answer the summary here involving also the competition. If you want, you can add the competition analysis. Double check. Now, double check if the niche that you decided on proceeding with exists or is on the top list of these databases that I talked about in the very early sessions of this class. I would like you to double check if they exist here, if they are listed, and let me, I wanted to know, everyone wants to know in class when you present, how is this going to affect the competition intensity, all right? How do you think it will affect the competition intensity? Potential suppliers. So for potential suppliers on Aliexpress, I'm going to have a little bit of an explanation here for you on how to list, how to choose or select 4 or 5 different suppliers around the niche and the product categories that you would like to choose. Now, I need to say something here, very important here, is that some students start actually with Aliexpress. They take a look at what's available on the Aliexpress platform, and then accordingly they could decide on a certain product niche and product categories, industry niche and product categories. And this is not a bad strategy at all, since Aliexpress is one of the limitations of this class. It does probably make sense that you start here. So there are different approaches for a strategy. This is your strategic style, how you would like to proceed with this. So there are different styles, and each and every one of them has a trade-offs, right? One of the positives of this is that this is time saving, but the other approach is better because it helps you search Aliexpress in depth and better understand the landscape, the suppliers, different suppliers, what's available over there, and makes you reason for yourself before others why I should be working with this supplier. So it makes you a better decision maker, more informed decision maker. Before I get to that, let me just talk about potential suppliers with Aliexpress. Let me switch to the other set of slides here. In next class, would like for us to start working and buying the business name. By the end of the assignment of Friday, the end of session on Friday, when you're meeting up together, you should be able to come up with a business name. I will also give you some time to brainstorm in class before you make the final decision and decide on buying a domain name with our host, which is SiteGround. This one, we'll talk about it later. I'm not sure if this is in fact, this is about the, okay. I think I needed a different set of slides. Okay. All right. I think I need a different set of slides for this supplier selection. Please hang on with me. I'm trying to retrieve the... Oh, in fact, it's the same one. Wait a minute. I just need to be a bit patient. It seems like the computer is a bit slow. I'm gonna talk about the business name in a bit. Here in this set of slides, I'm talking a little bit more about the competition, so please read this set of slides and some reasons why you need to go narrow. And this is an example of a niche here. These are costumes, specific costumes like goth style. And I would like you first to check the Aliexpress stocks. So when you go into the supplier, please check if they have enough stock, how much they are stocking. If it's a 4-digit, like they have of this item, they have 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, 1,000 something account in their stock, then this is a favorable supplier for sure. So for example, here you want to go and check the certain categories. You can rely on this very short list that I created for you on supplier selection. And here I'm explaining to you why you need only one supplier. We already talked about this. So now the prices is also a very important measure. So the first one that I shortlisted for you was the stock, and then the second is the prices. Here my slides are a bit slow. So first is the stock, guys, the stock on Aliexpress, and then the second is the prices. I'd like you to check the prices and compare the prices. There's also a filtering mechanism on Aliexpress that helps you sort suppliers based on shipping fee or based on prices. So please pick at least certain products, 5 products for example, across different suppliers that you would like to consider, and try to compare the prices across these suppliers. Next, here's an example for here. I'm talking about accessories. By the way, accessories is a very profitable niche because the prices are very low. And here you can see different suppliers, but the same item, almost the same item. This supplier has better images, and probably also this comes with a box. So this might be a preferable item. This is, I think I got it from Amazon, was it? I wonder if I got it from, this is from Amazon, for example. So with Aliexpress, you need to do the same thing. Compare similar products and check the prices. And also compare the prices with the Aliexpress and Amazon, like this is established marketplaces, so that you make sure that you can price your products in such a way that you can get profit. Because these guys, like Amazon, these guys are big players in the market. If the price on Aliexpress is the same as the price on Amazon, are you kidding me? Are you serious? You're going to sell it for the same price? Of course not. You need to make profit. And usually we're talking about 15 to 30% profit margin here. So please understand that you need to check, not take Aliexpress for granted. I'm sorry, excuse me. This set of slides is a bit taken from a very earlier classes that I used to teach. Back in the time, AdWords, the keywords on AdWords used to be available for you guys, but now it is not. You have to place at least one campaign with AdWords so that you will have access to their keyword tool. I have other tools to give to you to check the keyword search intensity, but for now Google Trend is just enough. So please make sure that you answer to the questions of this exercise. Try to read about a little bit about this example over here about sunglasses. I am checking this SP Love official store for sunglasses, I noticed that it's a top brand. Top brand means that it is a manufacturer and and a wholesaler together. So hopefully their prices are reasonably cheaper than the other suppliers on Aliexpress. Aliexpress has different tiers of suppliers. There is the manufacturers who are also suppliers here, wholesalers, but then there are only wholesalers who buy products from these suppliers in bulk and resell again on Aliexpress with more profit. Why would you go for suppliers who are not manufacturers? You would go with them because they have better product variety. So they might have, because they can source their products from different suppliers, so they might have a wider array of products that you can choose from, and you just have to, and you to work with only one supplier. However, with top brand, there might be a little bit of a trade-off. Their product assortment might not be that wide, but the prices could be way much cheaper than other bulk wholesalers. Then please try to take a look at their ratings, if their items is as described, if it's a very high ranking from 5. So this is 4.7. It's below average. It's not from 5, so this 4.7, this below average, below average, below average. So all of that is below average. This could be of a concern, really. Try to find something around average or above average. This could be an encouragement. So they maybe have a better product assortment. As you can see, I can get rid of the brand name here on the image, but I suggest that you don't get or work with suppliers that has their brand stamped on their product pictures. I would like you to later send an email to them and ask them if you could actually tell their brand story on my website. They said no. And I also was asking them if I could work with them as a drop shipping business, and they said yes. So hopefully this will help you a little bit with shortlisting the potential suppliers on Aliexpress that you could work with. The last exercise, guys, is an exercise about the business domain name. For this purpose, I would like to also guide you to the set of slides that I created for you guys. With the set of slides, let me just switch back. Over here with the set of slides that I was just looking at, I have a 10 items kind of checklist. Would like you to take a look at this checklist, and with this checklist, I would like you to find or try to come up with a name or multiple names that could be suitable for your business. Please make sure that this name is not used already in the place where you would like to initiate your business. Be descriptive, but also not too general or too vague, and please read the descriptions here. Also keep it simple, but make sure that you don't have any spelling mistakes, and this makes it easier for people to remember. And don't copy your competitors. Try to, I have like students using sleepteak.biz, and there's a sleepteak.com. Even though the name is so awesome, but maybe one of the names that I loved the most was a name of a business that sells kids' toys. In one of the years that I taught this course, students came up with a name called, and there were 2 French-speaking students in that group, and they called it Curious Bébé. Bébé is in French baby, so, or Spanish. Curious Bébé. It was an amazing name. I loved it so much, and even Google search loved it, that they were indexed by Google despite the fact that they were not launched yet. Okay, avoid using your own name. Of course, none of the members in the team should use their names. And try not to limit yourself with a certain name unless your growth strategy is aiming at multiple niches. For example, you're not aiming at baking utensils or equipment, kitchen equipment, and then later you would like to widen the array of your products to include cooking pans or woks for Asian cuisine and all that. So if your vision is to start a new website and separate niches for growth strategy, then it's okay with this. But if your plan is to broaden the product line of your site as a growth potential, then please consider this point. Conduct a thorough internet search. I meant here actually not only the internet search, but also social media platforms. So even here I had SNS, social network systems or sites. Make sure you have a related domain. So your domain should be .biz, .com, .shop, something related, not .org, not .net because it's cheaper. Please make sure that you work with this class as if it's real. Get feedback on the name. Of course, you need to come up with names and ask other team members and ask other students in the class, ask me what I think, and get some feedback. You want to come up with cool names, want tools to help you brainstorm? Why don't you visit these tools as well, or have every student in your team visit one of these tools and explore potential names that were not used yet, and so you could come up with certain vocabulary terms that could help you name your business. So over here I also have the links, and in summary, please try your best to brainstorm for a couple of days before you decide on a name of your business. Do not buy the domain name as of yet. Please come to class with the potential names, and I would like to discuss with each and every group. And it's not that I'm going to have a say. It's just that I would like to see what you're coming up with, and have you discuss that again and again after a couple of days. You need time. You need time before you name your business. So if you're meeting on Friday, for example, you're submitting the assignment by Sunday, then you're meeting again in class on Tuesday. I think these are kind of like enough time. It's never enough time, but could be a better, longer time to consider a name for your business. You might get some ideas. Please don't worry about this group exercise. I'm gonna work with you in class. For now, I have nothing else to say. This is the last exercise. As you can see, the business name, just list potential names and come to class with these slides so that we can discuss a little bit further and make sure that you bring your Visa card so that we can buy a domain name and start our hosting service with SiteGround. Thank you so much, guys.